like a wide leg kick, but I also need to hear me talk a big girl, so I'll make them like a little style, honey. They go.
Lizzo is on the news for her amazing body transformation. And it's interesting because there's a long history that has to do with where she is now, where she's coming from, and the process that it took for her to get here.
Like this.
I'm just me. The world is ready for self-love.
After 2 years of strength training, calorie counting, and even a joke acknowledging all the fans who think she's on Ozempic, Lizzo shared she's dropped 16% body fat and has met her weight loss goal, a number she hasn't seen on the scale since 2014.
Let this be a reminder that you can do anything you set your mind to.
You're special. The proud post comes 3 months after the singer's weight loss drug Halloween costume, inspired by South Park.
When the mind is not in a state of peace, it can take a lot of things and it can have its own effects on people's physical look that is not really pleasing or not really beneficial to the people that are viewing, but most importantly to the person that is carrying that look. We see a lot of people dress because they think of themselves a certain way, they see themselves in a certain way, or they want to be perceived in a certain way. And this is not because they dress just out of like that. It comes from how they view themselves and how they are. And sometimes it can be beneficial, sometimes it can be detrimental, but it always starts with the mind, of course. And this comes right straight around to Lizzo. So why is Lizzo so important? Lizzo has undergone an amazing transformation, and she's still undergoing it. From somebody that used to be an ambassador for body positivity and was against fat shaming, which I am against too. I don't think you should shame anybody because of how they look. I think you should help people to achieve a better and healthier lifestyle, but not shame them for who they are, because what's that going to do? That's not really going to do anything. Now, Lizzo was once upon a time a woman that was very proud of her appearance and did not care about what anybody else had to say. And frankly, people might say that because of how she looks like today, that was frankly all a bunch of lies. But here's the twist to it. I do not think that all of it was completely a lie. I think Lizzo wanted to be who she was and she wanted to accept how she looked for the right reasons. But all because you accept who you are and accept how you look doesn't mean that you cannot make improvements on your appearance, especially when it's not going to be beneficial to your health in the long run. So, she's losing weight, and that's a good thing. But people are assuming or people are suspecting that she's using Ozempic or Ozempic, however you pronounce it, Ozempic. Now, she has come out to say that she never used that, but she indeed used an off-label drug for weight loss called Mounjaro. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I never cared to find out the pronunciation. That's what she used. Now, you may ask yourself, why is this so important? And I'll tell you why it's important. The first thing that you need to notice is that being overweight, even though it may not be detrimental to your health at the moment, it is definitely not a better place for you to be in. Everybody should take their health seriously. Everybody should take exercising seriously. And even though people may tell you that it's okay to be overweight, close to being fat, for some people, it should never take away from the fact that, yes, we are not trying to offend people. We're not trying to make people feel bad because of how they look. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't encourage people to live a better lifestyle and give people the tools and the right platform to live a better lifestyle.
The weight that is no longer on me is not just fat or physical. I released so much to get to this point. And I think people can see that. And I don't want to describe anything as loss. I'm not experiencing any loss. I've actually gained so much. I've gained a sense of self. I gained a lifestyle that I actually really love. I've gained new perspectives on nutrition and the science behind cardio or weightlifting. Like it's exciting to me. People aren't going to understand this right now, but it's the most body positive way to experience what I'm going through. I don't think I want to lose anything. I think I want to win. I think I want to gain.
The point of the matter is nobody can make you do the things that is good for you. Everybody was making fun of Lizzo. Lizzo had the money, Lizzo had the fame, Lizzo had everything. She could afford anything, she could get into anywhere. But it still came down to her personal decision to make the choice for her life and for her better health. She complained or talked about dealing with diabetes. And we all know that diabetes is kind of correlated to weight gain or to a person's weight. And we see how when there's a will, there's a way. For somebody that complained about not being able to lose weight, now she may have been on an off label drug. And I still believe that she may not have needed that, maybe to fast track the process because it takes a long time to lose weight compared to gaining. But it doesn't change the fact that when you want to do something and you're serious and you're open to people telling you the truth about how to get to your destination, you will find a way, even though you may not know it yet. Now, this may affect some other people negatively because there are people that have followed Lizzo because they can kind of see themselves in her. And you may say that this is a stain to anybody trying to accept themselves for who they are. But this is also better to show people that you don't have to remain where you are. And this doesn't only apply to your looks. This applies to your mental capacity to think. This applies to your emotional capacity to understand and bear with people wherever they need help and help edify people that need to be edified. The ambassador has changed. And you can see the way it affects the way she speaks, not only about things and about people, but how she speaks about herself, because she sees herself in a brand new way that she hasn't seen herself before, or she hasn't seen in a long time. Because at the end of the day, no matter who you are, slim, big, obese, overweight, everybody is going to stand for themselves and stand for their actions. Because the same human beings that will talk as they did about Lizzo when she gained weight or when she was overweight, are the same people that are trying to find cracks and find the reasons as to why she should not be happy with how she looks today, despite the progress that she has made in her life. So, what does this have to say? Don't listen to people. Subscribe, like, and share.